Well, I've made it. My very first time on Classic FM, the home of my brand new show, all about video game soundtracks, Next Level. I'm Dan Middleton. Hello, but if you're a gamer, you'll probably know me as DanTDM. I'll explain exactly what I'm doing here in a bit. But first, let's put on some music you might recognize. This is The Legend of Zelda. What a way to start the show. Absolutely epic. That was Koji Kondo's music from The Legend of Zelda playing on Classic FM. Andrew Skeet conducting the London Philharmonic Orchestra. So I'm DanTDM, and you're listening to the first episode of Next Level. If this is your first time hearing my voice, then hello. I am predominantly a YouTuber and have made gaming videos for over 10 years, mostly on Minecraft, but also a whole host of different games over the last decade. I'm really excited to be with you right now, and every Saturday evening playing soundtracks from the very best games. I'm going to be here from 9 till 10 on Classic FM every week. Tonight, I picked out the big ones. It's all about legendary scores from huge video game franchises. So even if you know nothing about gaming, you'll hear something you love on the playlist I've got lined up. There's music from Final Fantasy, Halo, Pokemon, and the Super Mario coming up. But first, I had to choose Minecraft, the game I spent the most amount of time in. Think about Minecraft as a box of unlimited Lego where you can build and do pretty much anything in a randomly generated world. This piece is iconic for anyone that has played the game and is usually the first thing you hear when starting a brand new world. This is Sweden by C418, also known as Daniel Rosenfeld. That was music from Minecraft and Daniel Rosenfeld, and just those first two notes of this track send me right back to the first time that I played this game, or the first time that I load up any new world. It's usually the first thing you hear. It's beautiful. Sends me right back. Thank you for switching on to the first episode of Next Level. I am so happy to be here showcasing the amazing world of video game music on Classic FM. And this evening, I thought we should probably start with music from games you might recognize. You might have played this one in an arcade the year I was born, but personally, I played this a lot with my brother on the Super Nintendo. It's Street Fighter 2.
Next Level with DanTDM
on Classic FM.
First, I played Yoko Shimomura's orchestral medley for Street Fighter II, and that was followed by Aerith's theme from the soundtrack for Final Fantasy VII, written by Nobuo Uematsu. Arnie Roth directing the Royal Stockholm Philharmonic Orchestra. And no wonder the soundtrack for Final Fantasy is so popular. That music is stunning. And if you're a regular listener to Classic FM, you might remember that it reached number 3 in the Hall of Fame in 2012 and continues to pop up in the countdown year after year. If you're just getting here this evening, you're listening to Next Level with me, DanTDM. I know it's my first show, but I'd love to hear from you. Maybe you could recommend some music for me to play next week. You can email me via the Classic FM website. Okay, my next piece was inspired by a 1986 movie by James Cameron. I've got a legendary gaming franchise that was apparently influenced by his film Aliens. It's Halo, a franchise that's still going strong today, and another one that I used to play with my brother, him beating me almost every time. This is the soundtrack to the game, Halo. That was Halo, the original soundtrack by Martin O'Donnell and Michael Salvatori, another iconic track. And the haunting voice you heard at the beginning is actually the composer Martin O'Donnell. So the whole point of this show on Classic FM is to celebrate the amazing world of video game scores. My next soundtrack really shows off how beautiful video games can sound. It's World of Warcraft, and because it's a role-playing game, the soundtrack actually kind of sounds like a fantasy score. This one features a Swedish choir, and it's called Invincible. That was Invincible from World of Warcraft, written by Russell Brower and sung by Orphe Drangar. I've had an email from Carl in Worcestershire who emailed via the Classic FM website to say, I'd be grateful and a little flattered if you could play something from the Elder Scrolls Skyrim soundtrack, as video game music has some wonderful songs that rarely get the recognition they deserve. Thanks. It's great to hear from you, Carl, and thank you so much for your recommendation. I completely agree. And it's kind of the reason why this show exists. How did you know we were planning it? This game has an incredible soundtrack that more people need to hear. We haven't played this piece, Secunda, ever on Classic FM before, and I hope you like it. That was the score for The Elder Scrolls X Skyrim by Jeremy Soule. You're listening to Next Level on Classic FM, and I'm with you until 10 tonight. I'm having a lot of fun with my first show, and I hope you are too. There's lots of really cool music on the way. The very first game that made it into space, the theme tune actually started out as a Russian folk song, and I'm going to be playing a fun piano arrangement for you in a bit. Plus, there are famous games coming up that you might remember from when you were a kid, or maybe you still play them now. Sonic and Super Mario Brothers are playing before 10.
Classic FM.
The Dreams Mega Clearance event is now on. Shop unmissable savings across a wide range of beds and mattresses, all with free delivery. Dreams. Love your bed. Exclusions apply.
They say we all come into this world alone, but that's not how we live it. Nor should it be how we leave it. At Marie Curie, we believe no one should face end of life alone. When there's no cure, we care, whatever the illness. Day or night, our support is there to help ease any pain and protect your dignity. In your home, in our hospices, and over the phone. Marie Curie. Whatever the illness, we're with you to the end. Call us on 0800 090 2309 or visit mariecurie.org.uk.
Introducing the UK's best-selling SUV, the award-winning Kia Sportage. With stylish design and advanced technology, test drive today and see why thousands of our customers are giving it a 5-star review. Order yours before the 28th of February and you'll get the limited edition Kia Sportage Shadow with 2 years free servicing, 5.9% APR representative and £1,000 PCP finance deposit contribution. Search Kia Sportage today.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
T's and C's apply. Kia Finance. To verify, visit kia.com/UK/bestselling.
At Wix, we have kitchens to suit every style and every budget, with prices from under £3,000. And with the Wix Kitchen sale now on, it's the perfect time to start your new kitchen journey. Book your free design appointment so you can feel as proud as a peacock with Wix. Terms apply.
In cinemas now,
Tell me how it felt to be on stage.
Angelina Jolie is Maria Callas.
An exaltation. I thought the stage itself would burn.
From the director of Jackie and Spencer, critics agree Maria is absolute perfection.
I will sing when I am ready to sing.
Angelina Jolie gives a career-defining performance.
My life is opera.
Maria, out now, exclusively in cinemas.
This is Sarah's last game before she does her self-assessment. Like her last game, and the last game before that. Classic. Come on, Sarah. The deadline is 31st of January. Less distraction, more action.
Don't be like Sarah. Visit gov.uk/self-assessment today. Payment support may be available.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Wow, that was a quick flight. Never mind. Bondi Beach, Barrier Reef, here we come. Holiday of a lifetime. Cannot wait.
Me neither.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll shortly be landing in Austria.
Austria? We're supposed to be going to Australia. What have you done?
Should have gone to Specsavers. Book an eye test online.
Has anyone got any long trousers I could borrow?
I've only got a bikini, Andy.
Next Level with DanTDM.
On Classic FM.
I could actually see in my brain which level I would be playing when I heard each section of that music. Sonic is personally one of my favorite franchises that I have very fond memories of playing on the Mega Drive and the Dreamcast when I was younger. It was a symphonic suite from Sonic the Hedgehog, written by Masato Nakamura, an iconic score for an iconic character. You're with DanTDM, and if you've just got here, good evening. This is my first time hosting a radio show, and if you want to listen back to the show in full, you can hear the whole thing on Classic FM's free app, Global Player. Oh, and if you have kids who've gone to bed, but you think they might like some of the stuff I played tonight, then maybe stick it on at the breakfast table tomorrow. That's what I'll be doing with my two boys. The show will be available for the next 7 days. I think Pokemon has some of the most recognizable music in the video game world, and I can't be the only one who still plays the old games and has the cards at home. That was Battle vs. Wild Pokemon, composed by Junichi Masuda and played by the Kanto Symphony. You're listening to Classic FM, and I bet even if you're not a gamer, you've heard of Tetris. That theme tune is legendary. But did you know it's actually based on a Russian folk song called Korobayniki, or The Peddlers? Well, this is what it used to sound like before the mid-80s when the Tetris developers got their hands on it. That's got to be one of the most recognized melodies in gaming. Tetris is one of the best-selling games of all time, and apparently it was the first video game to make it to space when the Russians took it up to their space station in the 90s. That was the music that inspired the theme. It's a fantasia on the Russian folk song Korobayniki, played by the pianist Matvey Nikolaevsky. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening, and I hope you've enjoyed my very first show on Classic FM. There's time for one more legend before I hand you over to Mylene Class for 3 hours of peaceful music on Calm Classics. Everyone's favorite plumbers, the Super Mario Brothers. Andrew Skeet conducting the London Philharmonic Orchestra with Super Mario Bros. Themes by Koji Kondo. So that's basically all I have time for this evening. I've had a great time showcasing some of the legendary tracks from gaming, and I hope that I've introduced you to a whole new world of music that you may not have listened to before, or maybe you're a gamer like me, and this is your first time with Classic FM. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like I said, you can listen back anytime over the next week. You just have to download Global Player, which is the free Classic FM app. If there's someone who loves gaming in your life, maybe you could recommend this show to them. I'm going to be here on Classic FM every Saturday between 9 and 10, so I'll see you next week. Stay where you are for Mylene Class and Calm Classics next.
Classic FM.